Looks like he didn't quite make it up the hill. Maybe giving himself a boost here with the backhoe. He just got push her right up. Wow. Wow. There's no driver in that truck right now. Actually, there's definitely a driver in the truck. Marine Biologist, never any better around. Squid on the big waves, yeah.
Classes ended yesterday, and it becomes a very different campus around here after this. It's very quiet, which I kind of like. It gives us kind of free roam of the campus, not having to share space with anyone. We can kind of spread out a little bit, which is nice. But it's just kind of jarring how quickly this place goes from a very bustling little place into a completely dead place. So today we're moving over to doing critical oxygen pressures, measuring how octopus respiration changes at different oxygen amounts. So we're running some of those trials now. It's taking a little time to get those new trials worked out. We'll run those, and that'll be the last thing we measure here at the Rosario campus. It is coming to an end. Quickly, within about a week, we should be done. Well, within a week, we'll be done with everything that we're doing here. Whew, it's coming up too quick.
What are you doing, Dr. Onthink?
I am trying to reprogram this program so that so the problem is that my mass flow controllers cannot be set to less than 1% of their total volume. And if we do that, or the total volume that they can do. Now if we do that, what happens is that it just goes to zero. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change the programming so that if we do set in a flow rate for oxygen that's lower than or we set a percentage of oxygen that would set the flow rate to lower than 1%. It just goes to zero at the moment. I'm trying to make it so that if we set it to that, it will increase the total flow rate of all the gases. So that we keep the oxygen percentage the same, but we keep it above 0.1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to make it somewhat adaptive so that we can go to these lower oxygen percentages. But to do that, we have to increase the total flow rate, increase the amount of nitrogen that we're pushing as well to keep everything the same. I think we can do this. I just need to work on it. Now the problem is, we're going to have to be intelligent about this, because if you set in like a really tiny flow rate, or a really tiny percentage of oxygen, it's going to increase the flow rate, the total flow rate, incredibly high. So we need to be careful about this.
Because we'll go through gas quick.
Oh yeah. And you just start blowing water out the top of the equilibration columns. So we'll have to see about that. Now I'm trying to think about how I do the math in here. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Good work. So, just checking back in with you, Dr. Onthink.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I got it figured out. So this is kind of cool. Come look at this. So run this, and so like we set oxygen like 21%. And it sets the flow rates. So we have a total flow of 2 liters per minute. And if I set 21% oxygen, it actually sets the flow rates that we need for both nitrogen and oxygen. That's great. Here's the problem. I can't go below 0.1 here, so I could go down to like 5% oxygen and we're maintaining an okay flow rate, right? But if I go down to like, for instance, 0.4, I'm going down to too low of a flow rate. So what it actually does now is instead it'll bump up the total flow rate so that we can maintain what we want here. So that is the innovation now. So otherwise, if I would go down to this, Where this would set this at would just be such a low analog output that the mass flow controller would go to 0. You wouldn't actually know about it unless you looked directly at the mass flow controller, and we would start giving anoxic water to the octopuses, which is bad. This is kind of a fail-safe that it will never actually do that.
So this is the new mystery octopus, one of the two new mystery octopuses that we caught the other night. He's quite a bit larger, a lot larger than the one that we had before, Luna. So I'm going to try feeding him a little crab, or her, we haven't sexed him, but I have this little crab here, right there. He's a little stressed though, so I'm going to do it quick and then turn the light off. Okay. Let's see. Crab is in there. He's not doing anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
So the boat ramp is finally getting ready to get ripped up this morning. So that boat ramp has been here for 40 years and now it's being ripped out and put in with a new one. So new boat ramp, hooray! Pretty excited about that.
This is just great. 50-year-old boat ramp, 50 years old. And it's done a good job. This next one is going to last 100 years. Really exciting to have this.
So we're all super excited for the boat launch to get ripped up and to finally be getting a new one. That thing has been causing us headaches for like a decade, as long as I have been around at Rosario. So we're very excited for a new one. Anyhow, if you've liked this episode, please go down below, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to continue with us in our the end of the summer research here, and as we finish up here at Rosario and what we do here after that, please go ahead and subscribe. We will see you next week.